Cage and Cope.
10 world championships over 7 different brands. We are one of one. For you, this is a dream match.
Yes, you are now in the discussion of being one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Well, welcome to the club. We've been here for 25 years. It's time that I take my pound of flesh. 6 years ago, we helped you get your career back.
FTR, Cage and Cope, Toronto.
We take it away for good. You're dead man. Cope and Cage, that's your fate. It's your fault. Dead man. Back home bird here. Oh, look at Daryl Silver. Boy, it's all me. Oh, killer, the history here. Come on. Yeah, Wendell Clark. Toughest man alive. Toughest hockey player ever. Mr. Make Believe. My favorite hockey player of all time. Wendell Clark. What a play.
Boys, go for the throat out there tonight.
We will, Clarky. Can I call you Clarky?
Clark, it is.
I can call him Clarky. I can call him Clarky.
Toxic protection.
I can't believe he didn't say how to run Clark. You weren't even friendly with the guy. He's a legend. What's your bubbles?
Hey, bud. I just wanted to say good luck with the big fight today, you know, but you need any help, sort of.
No, we got it. We're good. We don't need your help.
What do you do? This is bubbles. Canadian knockout. Why are you going to do that?
Take it easy there, Dick Wheel. I'm just saying.
That's actually the same nickname I had for your mother.
Whoa. We're not going there. What is your problem? Let's go. I'm sorry, Bubbles.
Dos Equis, man. Why don't you go have a Dos Equis?
How's your father feeling?
What?
Green bastard from parts unknown.
Green bastard. What are you doing here?
I'm here. I got your backs if anything goes down. Okay, little bit of advice. Just between us legendary wrestlers. Start fucking hammering people, no mercy. Loud gouges, foreign objects, check the oil. Wake and bake.
Oh, that's musty.
Too much chlorine in the gene pool, if you ask me. I'm out of here.
Fuck's he talking about chlorine?
Asshole. What? You're my asshole. Green bastard.
Hammer time!
You think you know him?
welcome for Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. A chorus of boos. Great FTR and Brian. It's a feel-good moment to see Cope and Christian together in a ring inside Toronto. But this is a grudge match of the highest magnitude.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the heat between these two teams, the animosity, it's unbelievable. But this is a match I'm truly excited to see. I can't wait to see what goes down in this one.
Well, it's a grudge match between arguably two of the greatest tag teams ever. And not only that, you know there has to be butterflies for Cope and Christian. They're back home for the first time in 21 years together. That's over 8,000 days. And notice what's on the bridge of the nose of Dax.
Yeah, did you see his nose after Wednesday night?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Christian Cage breaking the nose of Dax Harwood just a few days ago with the microphone in that melee we saw in September to remember.
Just to clarify there, chanting no hose, which was supposed to be mounting nose towards Dax, although it would be appropriate for both the chant. This is a big moment, guys. I'm telling you. We've called a lot of matches here in AEW. I don't know if we've called one with so much.
Absolutely. This Toronto crowd is jacked.
Yeah.
Christian Cage and Adam Copeland not too long ago, Brian, thought that they were at the end of the road as far as their careers were concerned. Some would call it a miraculous second act for both Cope and Christian, but it is FTR that tried to end that second act for the Rated R Superstar. That's what makes this so deeply personal.
Yeah, this is a personal issue, especially for people who are so close as FTR and Adam Copeland. I mean, you heard Cash Wheeler talk about how Adam Copeland let him come in and live in his house.
After Adam Copeland was injured and left the ring, he trained with FTR.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they were instrumental in Adam Copeland coming back, and now they have said that they want to end his career. They even said that leading up to this match. So we know what their motive is. Let's see if it plays out.
That's what they said, but that's also what they attempted to do. Remember when it was rated FTR, they felt like FTR did that. They were perpetually in the shadow of the Rated R Superstar. And then using that chair, putting Copeland on the shelf for 4 months.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Back to that nose. I think that nose hit the post.
Reverse DDT cover. Yeah, Christian Cage concentrating his attack on the broken nose of Dax Harwood.
Great teamwork early. How about this? Good tag by Cope and Christian.
Big double hip toss covered for Copeland, but just a 1 count as Dax retreats to the corner.
Smart move. Get out of there.
Yeah, it'll also kind of calm down the crowd a little bit in theory. You know, I can't help but view Toronto as a central character in this match. You put this in any other city in the world and my money's on FTR. I mean, they're a well-oiled machine who've been teaming consistently for 10 years. But this is only Cope and Christian's second match together in a long, long time.
Brian, can you get too fired up being at home, waiting for this moment?
Yeah, I mean, you can. It's an open question. Can you? Yeah. Sometimes the adrenaline rush. If there's an adrenaline dump in the middle of this match, it could really favor FTR.
And Brian, to your earlier point, this is the first time we saw Adam Copeland and Christian Cage on the same side. It was last month at Forbidden Door, but before that, you have to go back to 2011. The last time they teamed together. Cash Wheeler takes down Copeland. Copeland leapfrog and the body block and the right hand looks right it down.
Yeah, beautiful fast press from Adam Copeland.
Tag name Christian Cage legal now. Slam reverse DDT combination. 2.
And once again, Christian Cage gets in the face of Paul Turner for a moment. You talked about the time between wrestling as a tag team, 2011. Now, remember, during that time, FTR was winning matches, fighting a lot.
Every match is winning championships.
And winning championships every step of the way.
Yeah, hundreds of matches together, wrestling in companies all over the world, winning titles all over the world. But look at Christian Cage. He's not afraid to cut some corners.
Boom.
Right-handed. Dax Harwood did make a blind tag. I'm not sure Christian Cage is aware.
Paul Turner is in the count here to get Dax out of the ring. What Christian?
The floor uppercut misses, and Dax Wheeler. And Dax, combination here. DDT. Dax is legal, remember.
Getting on the floor, I think, was a bad move. It's easy to say that now, Brian, but we talked about the adrenaline. Christian was looking great until that time.
Yeah, but FTR lured him into a trap there. I mean, that's one of the things FTR is so good about. They don't even have to talk to each other to communicate.
Yeah, the non-verbal communication of FTR. Fantastic tag team. Dax, the right hands, battering Christian Cage down the corner.
Yeah, super stiff and quick jabs. Dax Harwood. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to break Christian's nose here in this match, just as retribution.
Dropping almost there. Great move. Dax floats over.
Great move by Dax after absorbing those blows.
Now stop. Placed right between the shoulder blades of Christian Cage. FTR. Trying to your point. He's taken the crowd out of this match. They have slowed the pace down. And I mean, you can tell Toronto, they want to explode. They want to support Copeland Christian, but FTR is making it difficult for them to do so.
Yeah, I mean, we probably don't talk about how great FTR is. I mean, and somehow with Stokely, they've even become better in recent months. Because I think he can see things from outside the ring that they couldn't see in the ring together. And that's an incredible thing to add that to an incredible tag team like FTR.
Also, another time that Stokely played an instrumental role in helping FTR win over last year, whether it's the assist on the pin, the counter in the eyes.
He's also bringing the body up for him as well. So I trust him.
Keeping Christian in their side of the ring, in their corner, isolating him from Adam Copeland. And to look at the leverage that Dax Harwood places on even a simple move like a chin lock. I mean, his fundamentals are incredible.
Saw Christian Cage trying to readjust the positioning of the elbow to allow Christian to maneuver to his feet, which he's in the midst of doing so. Right hands to the midsection of Dax Harwood with Dax. Jawbreaker.
Christian finally able to create some space.
There we see FTR. A man in between the opposing corner. Christian Cage. Now with a chance.
Rolled the wrong way, and now he's got a little bit further to go than he had. He's right in the center of the ring. There again, the block. That's classic FTR tag team wrestling here.
See Christian Cage trying to drive toward the corner, but Dax Wheeler sweeping the leg at Copeland. Off and now, nobody home for Christian Cage in the corner. Copeland sees it, but Dax cuts Cope off, and now FTR. Combination offense. The two-time former AEW World Tag Team Champions cover now. 2 and Christian Cage, very late kick out there.
Yeah, and I wonder if not being able to make that tag is going to rub Christian a little bit wrong. You know, he was the one who was more hesitant to reform this tag team with Adam Copeland. And you know, he can be a spiteful, bitter man.
He most certainly can. I mean, the last time. Face of Cash Wheeler. I was going to say the last time Adam Copeland and Christian Cage shared a ring in Toronto. They were on opposing sides. That wild street fight, that's where Spike came into the picture, and then Copeland comes into the picture.
Watch his back here. He's got 2 men to contend with.
Dax driven down, Cash on the charge.
Copeland is just on fire in his hometown.
Dax, wild swinging a man's cut. Drives him down, spinning predicament here, and Dax Harwood able to kick out.
Dax has a lot of reserve. That was a heck of a move that time by Cope, but man,
backdrop. Rise down, Cash Wheeler.
Rivals in his career, almost pulled it out with that Death Valley driver.
Cash Wheeler struggling up to his feet. Dax Harwood back into the ring. Cope didn't see him, got caught from behind. Christian Cage though into the mix, exchanging shots. Oh,
Cope is still down though. Trish pulling himself up over there.
Double cross body takes the wind out of both men.
Right after the double clothesline attempt. Very level footing here for both teams.
So I actually think the longer this match goes, the more it favors FTR.
Christian. Now look at the stereo sharpshooters.
Look at Stubb. He's trying to get him over the
Dax is on the verge of tapping out. Cash. Oh, okay. Look, Stokely. Put that ring apron in range of Dax. The assist from Stokely.
Yeah, I don't agree with their tactics a lot of time, but their FTR is great at firing each other up, making sure that they don't tap out in situations when they're in deep trouble. This is not a good situation for Stokely.
Yeah, Cope doesn't have to worry about any fines right now at all. Now we're going to fight right in front of us here.
Dax and Cash on the attack. But Cope and Christian once again turning around on FTR. Christian, the boot to the midsection. Dax is isolated. To the top. Almost another homage there, but Christian Cage sent into Copeland. Unceremonious landing for the Rated R Superstar.
Cope's got to try to get out of this if he can't hook his legs. Oh no, he's caught.
That's not power and the glory from FTR. 1, 2, Copeland kicks out.
That was not a good cover, Brian. I think that's all Dax can really do because he hit very hard.
Yeah, I kind of wonder too. That broken nose is playing has some sort of effect on Dax Harwood because he's even slow getting to his feet right now.
The broken nose completely affects how Dax Harwood breathes. The mouth is open. He's drawing more breath. He's breathing less efficiently, but it may not matter if they land the status of machine. No, Copeland. Avoided Christian. The spear kills him by Copeland. Cope covers. 1, 2.
Oh, for God's sake.
Stokely halfway.
I know nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that, but I think that should be a DQ for sure.
So do I.
Wait a second, what is this? landed the spear. You can see Stokely, he had that powder loaded up in his right hand. And now Beth. Beth with the assist.
He looked at Adams and I got you.
Taking Stokely all the way to the back.
How about this moment, Brian? It's one of those unforgettable moments in AEW pay-per-view.
Wait a second. Cash Wheeler, he had the ring bell in his hand. He heard the footsteps. Was able to avoid.
Oh no. Dax Harwood backing off.
Now Cope and Christian. Once again on the attack.
Oh no. Oh no.
Cash taking Christian. Oh my goodness. The Spanish announce desk.
The bell in the head. This is over.
The ring bell.
Oh no, then the spike pile driver.
The spike pile driver. Paul Turner is back. 2 and
How in the world did Cope get out of that? For crying out loud.
FTR very nearly stole one, but Cope would not be denied in Toronto.
But you have to worry about Adam Copeland's neck.
And Christian's back here on the outside.
Yeah, Christian is being attended to on the floor. Cope is going to have to fight this alone inside the ring.
The one with the shatter machine again here, Excalibur.
Shatter, no. Instead, Impaler on Dax. But still, no, Impaler on Cash.
Yeah, but look, Copeland's having a hard time even getting up. That spike pile driver on his surgically repaired neck, I mean, that cost him 7 years of his career.
7 years of his career, and then the attack by FTR cost him another 4 months. Adam Copeland. Copeland is trying to will himself back into this match. He's up. And then, no, machine! 1, 2, 3.
He kicks out!
The Shatter Machine, FTR have won championships around the world with that. But Adam Copeland still somehow drawing on the reserves. A second one. A second one, Cope. He's out on his feet at this point, Brian.
Yeah, I don't even know how he's doing it. It's got to be just pure adrenaline.
Right, wrestling at home, the fans helping him out.
The uppercut.
The excitement seeing Beth come out and help.
Oh, wait! Smash here! 1, 2. But there was some exceptional tag team wrestling as Christian Cage had Dax Harwood anchored on the outside, preventing him from breaking up the pin.
Absolutely fantastic tag team wrestling. Copeland and Christian. You can see Adam Copeland's having a hard time even standing up.
With his best friend and his wife Beth at his side, Adam Copeland, Christian Cage, once again victorious in Toronto.
I thought they looked sensational as a team, Brian.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh my. Is anyone surprised this is happening?
The former patriarchy, there we see
pin Copeland to the ropes.
And Christian Cage, he's trying to fight off two men, but Kip Sabian.
Completely fresh Kip Sabian blindsiding Christian.
And Beth is trying to undo the handcuffs, but she doesn't have a key. And now, Christian Cage, spike pile driver by FTR.
Beth, hysterical here, trying to get the handcuffs off.
Trying everything in her power, but and Cope completely helpless, can only look on.
Nick Wayne just laughing.
And now look at this, they're stalking Cope like they...
No, they're stalking Beth.
Remember they said they wanted to end Cope's career. Look at Beth fight.
Beth Copeland is not afraid to fight.
Beth is throwing hands. She is throwing bombs here. But the numbers once again. Don't do this. No.
Get out of here! Get out! Come on!
Ringside position, Dr. Michael Sampson attending to Beth Copeland after just these disgusting actions.
Yeah, I'm telling you, FTR's reached a new low here. This was the plan, obviously, from the get-go, and Kip Sabian, Mother Wayne, Nick Wayne, all a part of it.
Disgusting. Not just Adam Copeland's wife, but the mother of his kids. That's disgusting.
A woman who also opened her home, just like her husband Adam did, to Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. Just unconscionable actions by FTR. Open Christian.
They're getting both cutters right now, Salvador.
I mean, it'll go down in the record books as a win for Kobe Christian to return here in Toronto, but it's difficult to stomach what FTR has done on this path for revenge on Adam Copeland. Here you see Copeland, the bolt cutters, taking off the handcuffs as a scary moment here at All Out, but fans changing gears here. All Out live from Toronto, Ontario, Canada continues. Big Bill has been calling out Eddie Kingston for weeks. We have not seen Eddie Kingston in 16 months. Is tonight the night?
You want real? I come from a place where real tough guys are made. And there's another guy here in AEW from New York City who claims to be a tough guy. So I'm officially calling you out, Eddie Kingston.
Wow, the Mad King, Eddie Kingston. Kingston always ready for a fight. Yes, he is.
All of the internet wrestling fans come at me. I don't deserve to share the same ring as the great Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston, the first ever Continental Crown champion.
Eddie, I don't give a damn about you. Watch this.
He is talking right to Kingston. Eddie responded. Dumb, goofy bastard just sent location.
You are what I've always thought you are. A loudmouth fraud. I can't be held responsible for what I do.
team, but the fact that Big Bill feels like he does not get the respect, not just from all the fans in AEW, but specifically the fans in New York City, that he feels he deserves, that the fans can't talk about anyone other than this man. Meniscus, a broken leg. Eddie Kingston is back, and he is ready to fight.
There is nobody in pro wrestling in the world like Eddie Kingston. The fans just absolutely take to Eddie. They believe in Eddie, but Eddie Bryan has got a tall order, literally, in his first match back.
Eddie Kingston's a fighter, though, but so is Big Bill.
Yeah, Big Bill, as mentioned, feels like he doesn't get the respect. He's been here competing over the last 16 months. Eddie Kingston has been recovering, but the fans still talking about Kingston, clamoring for his return, just waiting on Bill. Very thrown, back to the throne. The boot lands, though.
Yeah, I was interested to see how Eddie Kingston would move after all of those injuries. Sometimes when you come back from that, it's hard to run the ropes.
Pretty well, I thought, Ryan, didn't you?
Yeah, he hit the ropes well, but I mean, Big Bill caught him with that boot.
Right hand's raining down from Big Bill. Kingston.
Sorry, Bill, we talked about adrenaline with Kofi Christian. You know Eddie's got it right now.
Yeah, it's hard when you come back after being off for 16 plus months. You get back in the ring with somebody like Big Bill, as powerful as he is.
Brian, you know it very well. There's a difference between training in the gym and training inside the ring. You know that Eddie, he's been in the gym, he's been rehabbing. He looked, oh, wait a second, Kingston, look for the exploder. He's been training in the gym, but how much time has he been preparing in the ring? For Bill, he's been competing consistently over these last 16 months.
Yeah, that's true, but Eddie Kingston also, he does a ton of jiu-jitsu, he does a ton of Muay Thai. He trained hard to get ready for his comeback. You know, Eddie Kingston violates so many rules about what great athletes and great wrestlers are supposed to be and supposed to do. But look at him. It's his insistence on having a successful wrestling career on his terms is why he's somebody that these fans love.
He's somebody that has been called a bum.
Yeah, I called him that.
But he embraced that moniker and said, I'm a bum, I'm the king of the bums.
To be fair, I called him the bums.
He embraced that moniker.
And he embraced it, yeah. You know, and there was a time where I was torn between wanting to give him a hug and slap him in the face. Sometimes I wanted to do both. But now I have so much respect for Eddie Kingston and his heart and his grit and all the things that he's gone through.
More than any other wrestler that we have in AEW, the fans identify with Eddie as a person, as a human, as a fighter.
Because Eddie Kingston, is he taken off his feet? The lariat back cover by Big Bill Kingston breaks free. I mean, Kingston, he's completely unvarnished. He's an open book. He is very clear about who he is as a person, warts and all. And amidst all that, he has an indomitable spirit as well, which is, I think, what allows for such a great connection with the fans. And Kingston now. Open-handed strikes as Big Bill backs Kingston off to the corner. Whoa. Not sure if that a chop or a back fist. Big Bill tried to cover up, but you can see Kingston still did some damage there.
Yeah, still had some impact. Smart of Big Bill to get his hands up.
Big Bill asked for this. He's getting what he wanted. The
But I don't know. Big Bill's been dominating this match so far.
Kingston, the machine gun chops in the corner. And one potent shot for good measure. Kingston looking for the exploder once again. That leg. He's tough though. Athlete inside Big Bill. Kingston making it. Nice exploder there by Eddie Kingston.
Tell Eddie he can blow it back hard as well.
Yeah, it's been over a year since Eddie suplexed anybody, and let alone the size of somebody like Big Bill. That took a lot out of him.
Bill though, almost up to his feet with the assistance of the ropes. Kingston back up to his feet.
He's going for it. He went for the Hurricane that time. Big Bill saw it. Oh, Lord.
Right on the lower back, but Bill elects not to cover. Instead, raining down the right hands.
Yeah, almost at the base of the spine there, Brian, where he hit.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that was a good idea by Big Bill. And especially now, playing to the crowd. You know, these fans are definitely behind Eddie Kingston. I think he should be focusing on winning this match and not necessarily flipping off the fans.
Now dragging Kingston up by his nose. I mean, not only does it hurt, it affects the breathing as well. We discussed that in the last match, and now a second slam from Big Bill and Kingston. That time, Kingston able to kick out.
Yeah, I don't think Big Bill is treating this match as seriously as he should. I mean, even when you watch that cover, that was a lackadaisical cover.
I mean, if you have just joined AEW in the last 16 months, you may not know who Eddie Kingston is. Eddie Kingston was the first ever Continental Champion. He was a man that, I mean, he has been slaying dragons, so to speak, left and right here in AEW, and now lands the DDT.
Plants Big Bill right on his head. Oh, it's signaling for the back fist.
That spinning back fist, the Hurricane.
He tried it earlier. Big Bill was one step ahead. Let's see if he can connect now. And you see and heard that right.
Oh, the next.
There it is.
Right on the side of the head. Oh, the Big Bill.
Gets out on one, not only kicks out, but stands right up. I felt that back fist from Eddie Kingston. It is no joke. It nearly knocked me out.
But yet Big Bill, up on his feet, charges in into the boots of Eddie Kingston. Kicks, oh, another high boot. We saw one in the opening moments of this match, and now that one perhaps even more devastating.
Yeah, and I'm watching Eddie Kingston breathe. And I wonder if if his cardio is running out a little bit. Not that he hasn't trained hard for this, but it's a different thing once you're in front of this many people.
Bill charges in. Overshot it. Kingston the roll. 1, 2. Bill able to kick out.
Wrong legs. That missed.
For the back fist. A grazing blow, but a blow nonetheless. 2 and 3.
Yeah, I wonder if he caught him right on the lower part of the jaw with that back fist.
I think so. I thought it had missed, but it looked like it caught him on the jaw now. Big Bill is still down.
And remember, I mean, Eddie Kingston, he just landed one a few moments ago.
You know, I'm shocked at this by Brian Keith. Because I remember when Brian Keith was announced that when he was signed, Eddie Kingston was in the ring and shook Brian Keith's hand.
Eddie Kingston was somebody that Brian Keith tried to model his career after.
career. They love Eddie Kingston. Listen to the fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Kingston is back.
He's emotional too. Look at this.
16 months away from the ring, and Eddie Kingston comes back victorious. Welcome back, Eddie Kingston. But Brian, I think the hard work starts now.
Yeah, the hard work definitely starts now.
Fans, DraftKings Sportsbook is an official partner of AEW. New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Simply download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, sign up with promo code AEW. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. Coming up next, it is tables and tags. MJF allowed Mark Briscoe to pick the stipulation for this match and was none too pleased. And now he will have to pay the piper. MJF, Mark Briscoe, tables and tags. Next.
You wanna know how much I hate you, man? You distracted me at Forbidden Door. You cost me my world title, so I cost you a shot at yours. Oh my God, it's MJF! He just got married last night! What the hell is he doing here? My newlywed wife, she screams out to me, "Where are you going? What about our honeymoon?" No honeymoon can start until Mark Briscoe is dead.
MJF, he's made this match deeply personal.
MJF! You brought my brother's name for? No one will ever respect you as much as your brother Jay. You brought it forth again! It shouldn't have been me in that accident. It should have been you. Shame on me if I don't obliterate your head! Listen to me, you white trash piece of... You name the time, you name the stipulation. You done messed up, pretty boy. The place is at all out. No, my mind's crazy the way my brain works.
for the sky, boy.
Understandably so, after the filth, the abuse that MJF has thrown Mark Briscoe's way over the last few months.
Yeah, and I mean, especially, what started all of this was MJF talking about Mark Briscoe's family.
And specifically, his late brother, Jay.
Hey, he can't!
Yeah, it's cheap to talk about someone's family like that. It is cheap.
Mark Briscoe encircling the AEW logo in the center of the ring.
Looks like they'll try to empty him all here.
Yeah, I mean, he's not waiting. And you know, there's a huge difference in how MJF is approaching this match and how Mark Briscoe is approaching this match. MJF wants nothing to do with the thumbtacks. Mark Briscoe is playing them all out there. I'm concerned I don't want anything to do with the thumbtacks.
Pinfall or submission, no count out, no disqualification.
There's another part of this. We were talking a lot about thumbtacks. There's a couple of tables sitting on the outside as well.
Showing off his hesitancy to enter the ring, but MJF now trying to throw a right hand, but Briscoe answers with three of his own. MJF backed off. He's had a very tumultuous 24 hours or so. MJF was just competing in Mexico City last night, Arena Mexico, for CMLL's 92nd anniversary show, and now finds himself in Toronto and finds himself potentially at the mercy of Mark Briscoe, but a low blow there from MJF. Now Briscoe
Going for maybe the J driller. His brother's finishing move.
the double underhook pile driver. MJF escaped into the ring, but escaped.
Oh, you can tell he's terrified, as he should be.
Anyone would be, right, Brian? You would be.
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? There's not enough money that you can pay me to get me in a ring with that many thumbtacks in it.
Now both Briscoe and MJF charge forward. Right hands and elbows being exchanged.
He's ready for the first slam on the tax. Let's see who gets it.
Right, not only are the thumbtacks quite obviously dangerous to the body, but MJF changes levels. Chop across the windpipe and now winds up the left hand. But the more tacks become embedded in your boots, it's almost like trying to wrestle while on ice.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't had much experience with thumbtacks, but I was in one Anarchy in the Arena match.
Right.
And just by landing, I hit somebody with a knee and fell on a tack. And it ultimately moved the rest of the match.
Body slam attempted. Briscoe escapes. Here we go. Briscoe. No, MJF out. Oh, kick to the back of the knee. And now MJF trying to drive Briscoe's face into the tags. Briscoe, he doesn't want to post. He doesn't want to put his hand down because he'd be into the tags.
But he's got his knee into the tax. And that's going to have somewhat of an effect as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is a dangerous situation. I thought for a second there, MJF was going to go for a Russian leg sweep, but that would hurt himself too on these tacks.
That's right. It's good call.
I mean, you have to be very careful about the moves that you would normally do.
Oh, MJF putting the referee in the way and just poking the eyes. And now,
Oh no!
Here we go.
MJF into the tags.
Oh, this is what Mark Briscoe chose, though. He got to choose the stipulation for this match, and this is what he chose.
Yeah, Briscoe knew what he was in for. But now, Briscoe the first to resemble a pincushion in this match. MJF trying to drive Briscoe's face.
But I mean, even when you...
Oh, no! already bloodied. You can see the multiple pincushion lacerations on the head of Briscoe. Oh,
What's he doing?
you know, Brian, I think if Briscoe had left those tacks in his head,
You know, one of the things that I hate most about MJF, and you see his shirt that says white collar rules, and you know, part of this is about the dignity of working people. MJF sees himself as above, say, the farmer, the teacher, the nurse, the cashier, the cab driver, the builder. But these are the people that keep the world going, and I think Mark Briscoe knows that. MJF thinks that nobody can live his lifestyle, that they're not equal to him, but I don't think MJF could live Mark Briscoe's lifestyle.
Well, I don't think there's any question about that.
no, well said, Brian. MJF couldn't last an hour, let alone a day, in Mark Briscoe's shoes. But
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What is this?
MJF, wheel truck into the thumbtacks.
That's going to be it.
1, 2, a very cocky cover by MJF, but Tony, part of me thinks that MJF covering that way because he doesn't want to actually get down to the tags.
No, that is a great point. He wants to stay on the front.
But I mean, you can see referee Bryce Remsburg, even when he went down for the count, he was gingerly counting because of all those tacks on the mat.
He's all taped up like that, Brian, with those gloves on. Good God.
You have to imagine Bryce drew the short straw in the referee's meeting.
I have to wonder what's going to win this match. I mean,
Well, I mean, we know from Mark Briscoe's history that he can endure, seemingly inhuman amounts of pain, and now covering the nose, so Briscoe forced to open his mouth to breathe, and now the tags being put into the mouth. You can see the tags even embedded in Briscoe's hands. know from Mark Briscoe's history that he can endure.
Oh, no.
We're just saying seemingly inhuman amounts of pain, and now, covering the nose, so Briscoe forced to open his mouth to breathe, and now the tax being put into the mouth. You can see the tax even embedded in Briscoe's hands. And oh my gosh! Right hand, a mouthful of tax. Mark Briscoe in serious trouble here.
Forget about what they'll do to the inside of your mouth if you get hit like that, Brian. There's a danger you can swallow one of those things.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, really.
Yeah, the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson, actually got a thumbtack stuck in his foot with the head pulled out. Oh my God!
Back body drop. You can see agony on the face of Briscoe and tax embedded in his skin.
But you know what? Here's the thing about Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe keeps getting up.
And that's amazing.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, think about the wars we've seen Mark Briscoe in. A second back body drop. But thinking back to the dog collar match with FTR. He and his brother Jay, one of the greatest tag team matches of all time. The Briscoe brothers.
Well, look, Mark Briscoe will not stay down. He's not going to stay down. No matter how many times MJF throws him into the tax.
And I think that's okay with MJF right now. I think he just wants to inflict more and more punishment as long as Mark wants to stay in the game here.
Well, we've heard from MJF saying he wants to end Mark Briscoe permanently, but Briscoe, he will endure this pain if it means getting revenge on the... Oh, wait, Briscoe! On his feet, MJF, nobody home. Briscoe now.
Get him, Mark! Get him!
Look at the face of MJF! I think that says it all!
MJF getting his first real taste of the thumbtacks.
That is exactly what MJF deserves.
And it's exactly what he didn't want to have happen. Now Briscoe firing back. Elbows, chops, backing MJF up to the ropes, Briscoe.
And now you have to think those elbows are coming with tax.
Right. Forearms will come with tax.
Everything's coming with tax now.
The small protective layer is off. Oh wait, MJF landed on his feet. You can see how they're sliding on those tags as they become more and more embedded in the bones of Briscoe. The enziguri.
And you see, MJF, whenever he was trying to do stuff to Mark Briscoe, he didn't want to fall down. Mark Briscoe is not afraid to fall into the tax.
Oh, God.
Cover! 1, 2, MJF kicking out.
I don't know what it says about me, but I'm loving every second of this.
Briscoe, he's got tax embedded in the back of his head.
Oh, God.
And unfazed. That's how psychotic Mark Briscoe is, and that's why we love him. Go, Mark! Get him! Can you imagine?
A froggy
Doing
bow?
the froggy bow onto the tax. It's insane.
Oh, MJF trying to escape, trying to put some distance between himself and Mark Briscoe. And
You know, MJF's got tax in his skull, too.
oh, but Briscoe! The Tope connects!
Here we go!
Ass flying everywhere.
MJF tried to hide the table underneath the ring. But Briscoe bringing it back into play. Remember, it's pinfall or submission.
Oh, gosh.
Even if the table breaks, that does not end the match. It has to be pinfall or submission. Briscoe.
He's got a table almost at an angle here. He's got, what's he going to try to do here?
See Briscoe launch off this chair before, maybe trying to pay homage to Seth.
Briscoe hit first with his feet, and then he landed on the front of Max and just collapsed the table. Look at it, broke in 2 places.
Briscoe, he's not done yet. Dragging MJF a right hand.
No, you cannot talk about Mark Briscoe's family and get away with it without getting some sort of punishment.
Hear the chant of "Down Boys" for the Briscoe brothers. Now Briscoe setting up a second table, the second table that MJF tried to hide. Big uppercut. MJF in trouble here.
Yeah, I mean, what is it going to take to beat one of these men in this match?
You see Briscoe try. Oh! He tried and succeeded there, the elbow.
The tacks on the back of MJF embedded even further that time, thanks to the table mat elbow.
Yeah, I think both of these guys. Mark Briscoe's asking the fans if they want to see one more.
Briscoe right in front of our desk. One out. Third table that MJF tried to hide.
Yeah, I'm backing up a little bit. I don't want these tacks anywhere near me.
Briscoe setting up the table. MJF is returning to the relative safety of the ring, but
I don't know if that's a smart move if I'm MJF. I'm actually shocked that MJF hasn't just left.
he is one of the foremost cowards in the
Did he just throw him in the eyes?
Threw a handful of tacks in the eyes of Mark Briscoe. And now, you see how lightly both men are stepping because of the tacks. And in there goes it now, the power bomb.
Look at the blood on MJF. Now this is all Mark Briscoe's blood.
Yeah, guys, I went from wanting to see MJF get what he deserves.
As we see the power bomb on the replay, Mark Briscoe pulling out the chair from underneath the ring. I think we know how Mark Briscoe spent his night last night, Tony.
Yeah, he meticulously put all of those thumbtacks on that chair. Oh my goodness.
It took time to get it done, but for him it's worth it.
Oh, again. And now MJF with the chair.
Psychotic look in his eyes.
Yeah, he's got the he's going to
He's going for that tombstone pile driver.
on the chair, on
On
the
the
tacks.
tacks.
Lord of mercy.
Oh my goodness.
That's it.
Oh, no.
That is it.
MJF 2 and Briscoe.
It was a slow roll, Brian, to get out of it. Slow roll, but it got him out of it, just rolling to his right.
You know, I just think, you know, talking to Mark Briscoe before this match, he told me he did not want to let his family down. And you can see it in his heart right now. He will not go down. He will not let his family down. This is an incredible performance by Mark Briscoe.
We have seen back-to-back authentic men in Mark Briscoe and Eddie Kingston. It's been wonderful, and we're only 3 matches into this pay-per-view. All right. What does MJF have in mind here? Oh, my goodness. And remember, at one time he wanted to hide the tables. Now he's willing to use them.
Well, yeah, of course. Now that he's tombstone pile drive, Mark Briscoe onto a chair on thumbtacks.
Brian, do you think MJF had actually gotten down in the tacks, hooked the leg, got a tight cover on Mark Briscoe? He could have ended the match there, but
I mean, great. That is a fantastic point. His fear of the tax may have cost him this match.
Crowd kind of sounds 50-50 here. They're chanting for here. I don't know what he's looking for now. Maybe another table?
I'd say, let's go tax, not let's go tax.
Oh, let's go tax. Thank God I'm glad they didn't lose their mind. Okay, so they're more taps, right?
We suspect.
We suspect.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what it is.
Don't throw that towards us.
Another bag. The tax 2 being emptied after Briscoe. Empty those buckets of tax.
I think it's safe to say we've never seen as many tacks in a match in our lives.
I mean, I never have, and I've watched a lot of wrestling. I wonder what MJF is going to go for here. We've seen him use a
thinking powerbomb. Briscoe, though, got a little tangled up in the ropes and allow him to hit those right hands.
Mark Briscoe going to the top rope.
Split out. Briscoe, terrible landing for him on the top.
Yeah, see, this is my concern. We've seen, I don't know if he can make it to the table. We've seen MJF use that pile driver off the top rope. Oh no. Yeah, this was my fear. This was my fear.
Existence.
Oh my God. Oh, but look at,
clapping the feet together, boxing the ears of MJF.
The hell with thumbtacks. Somebody could break their neck up there.
Right hands. Briscoe, MJF is dazed in very dangerous territory.
oh my gosh. Could he be going for the change roller off the top?
He's hooking his arms. That's very apparent here, Brian.
Briscoe, the double underhook, but MJF escapes and now sinking his teeth into the flesh of Mark Briscoe. But Briscoe sinking his tooth into the flesh of MJF.
Oh, brother, here we go.
The froggy bow, and now, oh wait, Briscoe, he's not done yet.
Is he going for one more?
Absolutely, the fans are with me on this one.
This is why Mark Briscoe is the absolute best.
And Briscoe,
He's gonna do it again. No, he's calling for the chain driller.
He's been wanting to hit MJF with the J driller ever since MJF invoked his brother's name. Let's see if he can hit it here.
and now Jay Briscoe's finisher, the
One, two, three.
Reach for the sky, boys.
Mark Briscoe!
Mark Briscoe. He had to go through hell to get it, but he finally got a measure of revenge on Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
This feud has persisted through weddings, through childbirths. And what we just saw, Mark Briscoe finally got his revenge on MJF. Great job!
Great family man, a wonderful human being. He really is. What a battle this was. Here's it again.
The froggy bow, the leaping froggy bow through the table, the beginning of the end for MJF, the second froggy bow onto the tacks in the ring, and then for good measure to leave no doubt, Jay Driller, Mark Briscoe, your winner. Briscoe, I think, Brian, taking a moment to really collect his thoughts, to process himself just there.
Yeah, I mean, and he talked about, Mark Briscoe has talked about it. This is essentially, he has been, most of his career, he has been a tag team wrestler. So this is his third year as a singles wrestler. That's how he puts it. And he just beat one of the biggest stars in all of professional wrestling. What an incredible night for Mark Briscoe.
Longest reigning world champion, MJF. Mark Briscoe's the man of the hour. Wow.
How we do, baby?
How we do?
That's how we do indeed. Sandy Fort, Delaware's own Mark Briscoe, victorious here tonight on All Out. And we have thousands of fans joining us here in Toronto and hundreds of thousands around the world. We thank you very much for joining for All Out. We still have so much more here to come tonight, but we want to give a special thanks to all the fans joining us on HBO Max in HDR for the very first time on pay-per-view. It's a special night for us, and we thank you very much for joining us here for All Out coming to you from the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Tony.
Absolutely. What a night it has been, and we're just getting started. Only 3 matches in. The fans here have been wonderful.
Yeah, we've got a packed house. 5 championships are going to be decided tonight. We have talent here from all over the world, and all the eyes of the wrestling world are on All Out today.
And with that in mind, there's still much more to come. But first, a word from our friends at DraftKings.
Action. When you think of Tony Storm, you think of at least 3 things that you can't mention in public. And after that, you think about winning and winning big. If you would like a chance to do the same, minus the thighs, then let me introduce you to DraftKings. Funny, I used to be called Breeze Queen. DraftKings has an exclusive offer for all you sicko wrestling fans. All you have to do is download the app and enter the promo code when you sign up. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Unless I want it to.
After last week's potential reunion, I'm trying to follow up with Jerry Lynn, Anthony Bowens, and Max Caster. Guys, excuse me, if I can just have 1 minute, guys. Sorry, excuse me.
I'm sorry, Lexi. Now is not the time.
Yeah, get out of here, Lexi. Calm down. Don't talk to her like that.
I can't believe you two still haven't learned anything and don't realize. The whole world realizes that when you two work together, you're the best. I'm the best by myself.
Stop.
No, you're not.
I'm not lying.
Stop.
You're a liar.
Now, I don't care whether you two like it or not. I jumped through a lot of hoops. I got you guys a tag match next week against
Why?
the World.
Why? I'm not doing that. Are you out of your mind?
I'm not doing that. Fine, you know what? If you don't want to show up to work, you get suspended without pay. Have at it.
I'm not doing that, man. I'm a star by myself. I have my own segment. I'm not showing up either. You've been suspended a couple times. Any advice for me, huh?
Okay, yeah, okay. No one wants to see you wrestle 5-2 player.
I'm the pride of professional wrestling, and you are a loser who cannot win a match for your life. I'm the best wrestler of my life. You can't be better than the best. Where, Max? I'm gonna never...
Jerry Lynn, definitely with his hands full, trying to broker a peace deal between the former Acclaimed members Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, and our God like the Human Suplex Machine Taz tagging in for Tony Schiavone. Taz, we've had an incredible night so far, but big things still to come.
Absolutely, this show is just getting rolling. Happy to be here. Jerry Lynn never could mind his business, by the way. That's a whole different topic.
Well, coming up next, Trios Battle. The Hurt Syndicate, Ricochet, Bishop Khan, Toa Leona, they collide next live in Toronto.
What's good, guys? You look good. I'm glad you guys are out here. You still got my business card on?
The day that you decided to embarrass me, everything changed.
We present the Hurt Syndicate, trying to contend with these masked assailants.
That's why you made to make an example out of people like Ventura.
Ricochet, Toa Leona, and Bishop Khan. We are the ones that ended your reign. Gates of Agony and Ricochet playing an outside role in the proceedings.
Your legacy is next.
Think you're real slick, don't you? And you got 500 pounds of beef behind you and your nuts drop. Magnificent. Like you say, you become a joke.
Ricochet, if you can be trusted to leave your boys in the back, I'll leave my boys in the back.
As it gets to the wait a second, the scissor.
For you, it's business. And for us, it became personal.
Bishop Khan, Toa Leona, the headbutt.
Ricochet called it a gentleman's agreement, but he's no gentleman.
How about we settle this in Toronto?
I look forward to lacing up my boots and punching you right in your disrespectful bitch-made mouth. You gonna crash through them gates and introduce you to some real agony.
The end of all of this, at the end of this war MVP that you started, you three will respect us because we demand it.
Trios total combined weight of 711 pounds. This is the demand. Show some love for GOA and Ricochet.
Bishop Khan, Toa Leona, and Ricochet, now known as The Demand. And they demanded this match with the Hurt Syndicate. They got their wish, but Taz, have they bitten off more than they could chew?
Well, that obviously we're going to find out tonight, but I do think the Hurt, they might be in for a little hurt here because these guys are no joke. The Demand, I like that. The Demand.
Yeah, Brian, we saw this past Wednesday night at September to Remember that Toa Leona, he was tossing around Bobby Lashley in a most surprising manner.
Yeah, he gave him all Bobby Lashley could handle. And I think that surprised Bobby Lashley quite a bit.
Of 791 pounds, they hurt people. MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, the Hurt Syndicate.
Exceptionally dangerous men. MVP, he's had this role as an advisor for Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley, but he's an extremely formidable competitor in his own right. Lacing up the boots here once again tonight.
Absolutely he is. There's no argument on that, on MVP, and this is what makes the Hurt Syndicate so special. He's not just a mentor and a guy who helps manage Lashley and Benjamin, but he's also super tight, legitimate friends with these other two men.
Yeah, and Brian, I mean, as well as an advisor, mentor, manager, also a sparring partner, training partner for Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu and a jiu-jitsu instructor as well. So he's a tough cat, MVP. And look at this.
Yeah, electing to start it off with Bishop Khan.
He wants Ricochet. I don't blame MVP.
So MVP,
be careful, Ricochet though.
Took that walking stick on Wednesday night and cracked it over the spine of Ricochet. Ricochet gonna have to.
I'm sorry, MVP dominated the middle of the ring. He did not give Ricochet anywhere near the middle. Little gamesmanship right there.
Ricochet, the quick tag out to Bishop Khan. Collar and elbow tie up center of the ring. Just dropped to his back, the arm drag. Just want to take a moment to give a special shout out to our ring crew for getting the ring back in shape after that wild tables and tacks match.
Incredible match for sure. Nice hammerlock right there. To a side headlock. Good job by MVP.
Ricochet, a look of concern on his face, but how could he not be concerned being in there with the Hurt Syndicate, Brian?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if he wants to get in this match at all until the GOA
get worn down.
Yeah, the GOA can take control.
Khan into the ropes, to the toe hold. MVP.
Front slam action.
Front slam and jumping knee drop. MVP. Like his hook. Khan, though, kicking out nearly immediately.
And you notice how MVP quickly, with a sense of urgency, gets on Khan and then brings him right to the corner of the front headlock.
Yeah, see, I really like this matchup with Shelton Benjamin and Bishop Khan. They're both two great conditioned athletes.
That chop absorbs it for a second time. It's the ropes. Shelton barely budges.
Yeah, most bet that Bishop Khan hits, they're going down. Look at that, same thing in mind, another one.
I love it, look at this. Both guys so well matched physically.
Kevin Khan changed levels the knee, but Shelton Benjamin. Go for that ankle. The ankle. Yeah, the ankle lock is nearly cinched in. Now he's got it.
Yeah, the direction for this is always, you know, trying to put the toe in the other guy's ass.
Oh, Shelton comes around the corner with the kick.
Great quickness, athleticism by Benjamin.
Far leg is hooked. On though.
That's also experience. Shelton able to do that counter. Very well done. Here comes the big man.
Bobby Lashley tagging in. He and Shelton Benjamin, former AEW World Tag Team Champions. They may still be, were it not for Ricochet and the Gates.
Absolutely. Now look at this here. Now you can Ricochet. He spread his lats. He might need bigger lats.
Well, he's got pretty big lats from my vantage point.
His lats was facing up table now. Well, the body shots are no avail.
Lashley the shove.
Oh my goodness! Almost hit rain up there.
Now Bobby Lashley can continue the punishment. It's a late vertical suplex, giving Ricochet plenty of time to think about it.
Bobby Lashley just so strong.
MVP has got clipped there.
A little friendly fire, almost.
And now. MVP trying to turn it around. Now Ricochet. Oh, MVP.
He's feeling it today.
The elbow drop. MVP playing the hits here. One. Ricochet, though, able to kick out.
Well, if you're Ricochet, you want to try to get out of that corner here. You see that big, huge backdrop.
And MVP clearing the other members of the Demand. Bishop Khan, Toa Leona off the corner. Still not seeing Toa Leona tag in. Demand.
Run a mafia kick right there. Might be thinking an exploder.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys.
Got a second cover here. The far leg is hooked. Ricochet kicking the legs and able to break free.
But I've been surprised by how much time MVP has spent in the ring in this match. I would have thought he would have tagged out a little bit more quickly.
What are you implying he's lazy? Is that what you're saying, Daniel?
No. What I'm saying is he's a man that's had 3 knee surgeries, and the other guys have been.
It's a very personal thing. Well, there's your point, yeah, knee, but you know what I mean? It's a personal thing to MVP towards Ricochet and Gates. Oh man, this is all for the point you made, Dan, the knee issue. I see it.
Yeah, but I almost wonder if he's let his anger get in the way of his strategy. Like, because he's a brilliant man. He's a brilliant strategic leader.
I know, but he was disrespected by Ricochet. See?
Yeah.
So,
Well, now totally on the cover. But meanwhile, Ricochet disrespected by the Hurt Syndicate. Of course, MVP offering that business card, and then just embarrassingly having that card rescinded in front of the world.
yeah, true. And you know, Brian, I see what you're saying, and that they should agree. I mean, because maybe now, to your point, he is in there too long, but and right now the Demand knows that, and they're trying to keep him in the middle of the ring to avoid him from tagging Lashley or Benjamin.
Yeah, the knee injuries in MVP's past, definitely not a secret, and it's something that the Demand are looking to exploit here tonight.
Yeah, but it's gotten personal with these guys, and it's gotten in the way of the strategy. But it hasn't, you know, like Ricochet, look what he's doing here. He's being very smart, very tactical. The Demand are doing a really good job since they've taken control of this match.
And you can see, I mentioned the word sense of urgency. You just saw that with Ricochet, just that intense attack with a motor on the knee of MVP.
As we saw it earlier tonight, Eddie Kingston, 16 months away from the ring. He came back and took a time to find his footing inside the ring. The MVP, not a regular competitor inside the ring. That's usually Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. So the MVP trying to work out some of the kinks.
Yeah, definitely. When you're not in the ring a lot, that's just normal. That's just the way it goes. I mean, you know.
The tag out to Bishop Khan. Now Khan's trying to get knocked.
That was a great shot by MVP, but Ricochet was tagged in now. He's legal.
Yeah, but hasn't been able to make that tag.
Yeah, watch out. Whoa.
dropped hold. Ricochet sent flying through the ropes, and Ricochet grabs Benjamin off the apron. Tag wasn't made now. Shelton with his hands on the throat. In comes Toa Leona.
And a big man, Leona. And Lashley, this is like a continuation from last Wednesday.
And MVP, though, unfortunately for him, nobody in the corner to tag out to.
That was a great strategy, in my opinion, by Ricochet on that to get Lashley and Shelton off of the apron.
Yeah, but now MVP able to make the tag.
Back body drop for MVP. Now Bobby Lashley comes in, difference maker. And a belly-to-belly throw, Ricochet.
Big power right there.
Holy cow! Bishop Khan is not a small man. And now Bobby Lashley, he's going to work on the demand. Spinning neck breaker.
Oh, God. Ricochet's in grave danger here.
Oh, God. 1, 2. Totally on it there to break things up.
This was an incredible matchup this past Wednesday on Dynamite. I kind of want to see Toa and Bobby go at it again.
I would love that.
I mean, in a sense, Toa Leona and Bobby Lashley, just pure super heavyweights. They had a slugfest on Wednesday, and now Ricochet, though, Enziguri, Shelton Benjamin, Benjamin, the wide base. So Ricochet, though, finds his feet.
Man, right on his tailbone.
Oh, Shelton, the flying knee. Toa Leona did not anticipate that at all.
I could watch Shelton toss Ricochet all day.
Well, you get your wish, Brian, because Shelton Benjamin is going to work on those German suplexes.
And not just Ricochet, Bishop Khan as well.
It's not done. I don't think Benjamin's done.
It would stop the German suplex.
Well, check this out. This is just not a good night to beat Ricochet right on his ass right there, which hurts like the dickens. And then, look at this. Double German City.
Meanwhile, back to live action. Shelton Benjamin dishing out those knee strikes to Ricochet and Khan, but it's Toa Leona. Swing. Bobby Lashley flying tag. Oh, my. Wow. Just shook it off. Wow.
I've never seen anybody shake off a
Look at the spear.
Oh, he's not done.
Spear for Khan, the cover. The leg is hooked too. Ricochet.
saving with the 450 splash.
You don't see that much. That was insane. Ricochet just makes it look easy. But what a nutty save.
Yeah, like him or not, Ricochet is a great example of how to channel genuine anger into something productive. We saw it with that 450 splash.
Now, MVP, Khan teeing off on one another.
Going punch for punch here. I don't think Khan's going to win that battle.
Oh, MVP, though, just kicked to the kneecap. Uppercut.
Even with those knee surgeries, MVP still has a lot of power with his strikes.
Tough jaw also.
But Khan, backstabber. Uh-oh. Tom comes flying in. Ricochet signaling for the tag from Bishop Khan, but Shelton Benjamin sends Ricochet in. Or sends Khan into Ricochet. Lashley driving Toa into the American.
What a shot. Great game.
Did the ref see that?
I don't think so. The ref's in the ring, and I think
Oh yeah, the ref is checking on MVP.
that's exactly
you.